A warm welcome to each one of you on this momentous occasion, the inauguration of Inaus curated Kaal Netra, Sacred Matrices, Seema Kohli's Living Mythic Universe, curated by Darshan Kumar, Deputy Curator at the National Gallery of Modern Art, Bengaluru. I am honored to guide you through this evening of artistry and inspiration. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed dignitaries. Guest of honor, Dr. Sanjeev Kishor Goutam, Director General, National Gallery of Modern Art. Ms. Priyanka Mary Francis, Director, National Gallery of Modern Art, Bengaluru. And of course, the visionary artists behind this extraordinary exhibition, Ms. Seema Kohli. I welcome you, ma'am. I take the privilege to welcome them on the stage for the lighting of the lamp, a gesture that symbolizes the illumination of art, inspiration, and hope. Ma'am, please. Ma'am. And I also would like to have a special mention who is amongst us today, Miss Anaka Pushpanathan, Director of British Council in South India, seated amongst us today. She is heading BCL in the whole of South India. I request her to, welcome her with a applaud. I thank the dignitaries to doing the honor. Now, we have a performance. Allow me to introduce the performer, Shruthi Veena Vishwanath, a singer, song catcher, stirrer of histories, educator, and curator, whose practice illuminates mystic musical traditions from South Asia and beyond. Originally trained in classical music, Shruti journeyed deep into rural traditions across Maharashtra, Malwa, and central India to learn from practitioners and revive oral histories. She leads Music in the Makan, a vibrant online song learning community, and curates our Midnight Song, a soulful platform presenting underrepresented women artists through nightly live sessions. Her groundbreaking work includes Vitu Mazza, a meditative revival of Abhangas by women Varikari saints, crafted with support from the Indian Foundation for the Arts. Shruti's performances span festivals from Jaipur to NCPA and academic stages like UC Berkeley and IIT Bombay. Her recent musical projects include the album Vitu Mazza, Songs of Women Vakari Saints, and the collaborative The Road of the Wild Lily. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Ms. Shruthi Veena Vishwanath. I request her to take from here. So it will be a 20-minute of the performance and then we'll join for the ceremony.
Good evening. My work brings together unknown voices of or less heard voices of women mystics and poets from across majorly South Asia. And I'd like to start with a composition from the very first anthology of women's literature in the world, which is the Teddy Gatha. And when Seema ji and I were discussing what was to be presented this evening. There's so much resonance of the feminine and this sort of feminist reclaiming in her art that I felt like and a little presentation of some of these voices might be in order. And in this poem, Bhadra is describing her search for the Buddha. She says, once I wandered with all my hair cut off, wearing nothing but dirt. And I thought I had found, but all I was seeing, she says, were falsehoods where there was the truth, and truth where there were falsehoods. And she says, one day, I came up to Gijakutamha mountain, where the spotless Buddha was sitting, adorned by his monks. Diva Vihara Nikhoma Gijakutamhi Pavatra Diva Vihara Nikhoma Gijakutamhi Pavatra Adasa And they say that Bhadra was so ready for enlightenment that all it took was for the Buddha to just say, "Come, Bhadra, come, yehi bhadde, nihacha janu, vanditva, sammukha panjaryum." Vanditva sammukha panjaryum yehi bhadde मतिनि वजेच वजदसि ऊनकेस ऊनकेस So the second song I want to present today is a 13th century composition of a poetess named Muktabai. And Muktabai talks about the little ant. And she says the little ant flew into the sky and swallowed the sun. What a surprise. The barren gave birth to a child. A scorpion burrowed into the underworld. And Lord Sesha of the underworld touched his head to the scorpion's feet. A little fly transformed into a hawk. Muktabai watches, Muktabai laughs. I sing this as an ode to so many of Seemaji's incredibly detailed works where nature and spirituality intersect, where the smallest of beings find who they're meant to be. Mungi urali akashi, mungi urali akashi, mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, Ninigirile, Ninigirile, Suryashi, mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi, akashi mungi urali akashi. Dholanavalav sahana, Dholanavalav sahana, So, some of Seema ji's works are inspired by the great Kashmiri mystic Laleshwari or Laldev. This following composition is a poem of Laldev's. We have the tune thanks to Munir Ahmed Mir Saab, who is a fabulous Kashmiri singer and a treasure trove of many Laleshwari compositions. And she talks about take this boat, she says, take this boat to the shore with just this loose spun thread. Ami pani sodra Brahma Gare Gatisya Zuchum Brahma Gare Gatisya Kami Pani Sodera hand. I wanted to close with a little experiment, and if you all would join me in singing. I know some of you in the room are singers, so if you would join me, because I know that this poem means a lot to Seema ji and it appears in her works. This is Ursula Le Guin's Only in Silence the Word. So, if we can try. So, if you'd all sing with me. Only in silence the word.
Only in silence the word.
Oh, that's fabulous. The NGMA choir. That's nice. 3, 2, 1, go.
Only in silence the word.
Only in dark the light.
Only in dark the light.
Wow, okay, let's put those two lines together. 3, 2, 1, go.
Only in silence the word. Only in dark the light.
And for those of you who aren't so familiar with your singing voices, you can stick to this part. If anyone feels like adventuring into the second half of the song, you can join me now. Only in dying light.
Only in dying light. Bright the hawk's flight on the empty sky. Bright the hawk's flight on the empty sky.
I've stopped singing, so can we have some house lights on so everyone who's actually singing can be singing? Okay. While we're getting the house lights on, do you remember it? So the first part. 3, 2, 1, go.
Only in silence the word. Only in dark the light. Only in dying light. Bright the hawk's flight on the empty sky. Only in silence the word. Only in dark the light. Only in dying light. Bright the hawk's flight on the empty sky.
Okay, so we're going to do a little experiment. So we're going to split into two groups, and you're going to keep doing the part. And I know most of the singers in the room are on this side. I can hear very, very strong voices. So let's do it. Okay, 3, 2, just keep going, no matter what. 3, 2, 1, go.
Only in silence the word. Only in silence the word. Only in dark the light. Only in dying light. Bright the hawk's light on the empty sky.
Kavya, could I invite you to come in? Okay, so Kavya, ladies and gentlemen, Kavya's going to lead this time, and we're going to try and see if we can get a little choir going before we go into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Only in silence the word. Only in silence the word. Only in dying light. Only in dying light.
Right,
Only in silence the word. Only in silence the word.
Thank you, Shruti ji. What an exquisite beginning for this evening. I request our director, ma'am, to kindly give a token of honor for her presence and making this evening gracious. Ma'am, please. And meanwhile, I also request our director, Ms. Priyanka Mary Francis, to kindly give her welcome address and also do the honor of welcoming with a small gift of from the art shop.
Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, members of the art fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the National Gallery of Modern Art, Bengaluru, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the opening of this very special exhibition, Kaal Netra, The Sacred Matrices, showcasing the profound and evocative works of the celebrated artist, Miss Seema Kohli. Kaal Netra, The Eye of Time, is not just the title of this exhibition, but an invitation to a profound shift in perception. It asks us to see beyond the linear ticking of time and instead to experience its cyclical, mythical resonances. Each work becomes a threshold into another dimension where myth breathes, symbolism shimmers, and memory transforms. At NGMA Bengaluru, we believe exhibitions such as this are essential. They expand the ways in which we understand tradition and identity while simultaneously pointing towards the future of artistic thought. We are proud to present Kaal Netra, an offering of vision, vibration, and dialogue. We are privileged this evening to have with us our chief guest, Dr. Sanjeev Kishor Goutam, Director General, National Gallery of Modern Art, whose vision and steadfast support continue to inspire us in carrying forward the mandate of NGMA. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Also, I extend a warm welcome to Ms. Seema Kohli, the spirit. Also, I extend a warm welcome to Ms. Seema Kohli, the spirit and force behind this exhibition. With over 4 decades of practice, Seema ji's creative journey has consistently bridged the sacred and the everyday, the cosmic and the feminine, the ancient and the contemporary. Her art is not confined to a form or a medium, be it painting, sculpture, installation, performance, or video. It unfolds as a living philosophy. I would like to place on record my appreciation for the entire NGMA team and staff led by Mr. Darshan Kumar Vayu, curator of this exhibition, whose tireless efforts have made tonight possible. Our special thanks, as always, to the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, for their unwavering support in enabling institutions like NGMA to be vibrant spaces of cultural exchange. As you enter this exhibition, I invite you to open your own inner eye of time and to experience the works not just as spectators, but as participants in a journey of imagination, spirit, and renewal. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that gracious address. May I take the privilege to invite our Director General, Mr. Sanjeev Kishor Goutam, to deliver the inaugural note. So, please.
A very good evening to you all. Namaskar. It is my always privilege, not being a chief guest, being a host, being a DG of NGMA, to the beautiful audience who come around Bangalore or some maybe other place in a country. This particular exhibition is a very nearby my heart because the Seema ji, one of the very important artists in our country, and from the last few years I observe very minutely, and I know personally her capacity of the work. She's a versatile artist. She's doing a lot of important painting, printmaking, sculpture, video art, and she's a one of the important performance, with the lot of different subject. She belong from the not only the mythology, she's a very good connect with the nature, as well as the many important weaver of our country. They very associate with the indigenous artists in our country. They work together. Actually, she is one of the finest artists in our country who observe the very minutely each and every part, each and every important issues for the feminine in our India. She connect to rural women. She connect to the urban rulers, the urban women. The same time, because I have some little bit experience the last year when we curated a beautiful exhibition in the NGMA Delhi, which is the Sakti, right, Seema ji? Sakti. It's a very important exhibition. The first time we collaborate with the Mosha Art Gallery, Belgium, and the Seema work is the highlights of this exhibition actually. So after success of the Delhi one, we again celebrate the same capacity in Mumbai NGMA. Now that particular show is going on the Belgium also. Seema ji always the hero of this particular exhibition, and we miss Seema ji, Belgium, because this is a very important exhibition for the NGMA. First time in the history of NGMA, will invite the all important living women artists in our country, as well as some very important artists from the rural area with the weaver, with the embroidery, or some folk artists also, some tribe artists also. So this is a very unique concept. And the another time, first I would congratulate to my director, Priyanka, or as well as my curator team, who work not only their own capacity, they very much understand about the artist importance, artist work, aesthetics. They're very keen about the each and every part of the artist. And when I meet today the Seema ji, she's very happy. So this is our expertise actually. We always very try to understand capacity of the artist, their the issues. Or Seema is the one of the important women artists in our country who associate lot of the people, different kind of the people, not only in India, the some important countries also. Last time I went to Belgium, or that time Seema is engaged with some others, project with, where it is? Yes, right. So we feel very good today, with the Seema most important work display in our gallery. I think this is the opportunity to have understand about the promising artist work, the different kind of the experiment who come from the Seema hands, with embroidery, with sculpture, with printmaking, or maybe some video art is also there? No? Okay, that's fine. So this is the, privilege to us have to understand about the artist working style, or maybe, sometime, or the same time it's good to be our youth also, who come from the different arts college, have to learn so many things with the artist capacity or their working style. I must to say about the each and every technique who expertise of the Seema. It's a very important for our students community, especially the art student community. So I request to you all, please must visit again in our gallery, or encourage the youth also. They have to learn so many things. Thank you very much being here today. I truly always see my work each and every technique, I think. So many congratulations to Seema ji and as well as my colleague Priyanka and entire team of the NGMA Bengaluru. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I now request the vision behind this living mythic universe to kindly say a few words from herself. Ma'am, I request Seema ji to please deliver your note.
Thank you, Darshan, for giving me the mic. I didn't know that I had to speak today, but anyway, it's a very thank you so much to the DG, to the director, everyone in the audience to be here. So it is really a privilege for me to show my work at the National Museum and to be showcasing about, it is not a retrospective, it is more of the work for the last 20 years, not more than that. But the whole idea behind the curation, which was done by Darshan, was about showcasing different mediums and the concept or the bloodline remaining the same, which was which was more an ode to the feminine energy or Shakti or whatever we may call it, and it is looked at from the eco-feminine lens. We can say that how Prakriti in what we call in the very scriptural ways from, if we go back to Sankhya Yoga or something, but how it is moved to eco-feminism, nothing has changed. You know, the concepts remain the same, only the word ecofeminism, because it is more linear to the contemporary language. It is more understandable by the contemporary times. So I'm happy to call it an eco-feminist approach because most of the things that I look at reflect the feminine in them. And that is what is inspiring me, including breath. The idea of breath is so feminine, which is constantly multiplying, constantly collaborating, constantly expanding, and expanding not only within us, expanding around us. Whatever we are breathing is what you are breathing out, or whatever the nature is breathing out. The earth is breathing out, the water, fire, air, or the skies. Everything is breathing out, and we are breathing that in. And that's what we are all about. I would like you to experience what I experience while I make these artworks. These artworks, while I make them, are not some artworks, but they are my language, my way to communicate within myself. And it is always, I need more and more time to investigate my own self, and that's why I spend all the time detailing. So please do come and experience the works. I don't have much words, more words than this. I've really struggled to come up and say all this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, ma'am, for that emotional moment and inspiring many of us. Now, we will proceed to the significant moment of official catalog release of Kaal Netra, Sacred Matrices, and also the Sanhita, which we have brought out as a catalog, the Air India collection, which has transferred to the NGMA officially. So it is all, it rests and will bring into the light of NGMA through a lot of exhibitions. I request the dignitaries to do the honors, and I also request our curatorial team, my colleague Mr. Patro, to join on stage, Ms. Amrita, Ms. Baghel to kindly come up on stage and join us for this moment. Thank you. Kaal Netra, the Sacred Matrice, is an exhibition displayed of more than 100 artworks of different mediums, which Seema has explored. It invites you into Seemaji's mythopoetic cosmos, where the realm of time, memory, and the feminine divine converge in visually and spiritually resonates forms. For 4 decades, Seemaji has developed a symbolic universe rooted in Indian metaphysical and ritual traditions, reimagining them as living, evolving matrices. The exhibition Kaal Netra, the eye of time, gestures towards a cyclic experience of being, one that collapses the boundaries between myth and modernity, emergence and remembrance. This exhibition plays creation itself as a spiritual practice, the sadhana, serving as a sacred space of gesture, repetition, and devotion. Kaal Netra calls us to witness myth not as mere symbol, but as living cosmology, where the feminine divine becomes both framework and awakening into our contemporary practices. With this, I invite you all for this exhibition officially opened by our dignitaries. Meanwhile, I'll not take much of time and I'll just present the vote of thanks. On behalf of National Gallery of Modern Art, Bengaluru, Ministry of Culture, I extend heartfelt gratitude to all of you whose presence has made today's inauguration a truly memorable one. A special note of appreciation goes to our Director General, Ms. Dr. Sanjeev Kishor Goutam ji, generously gracing us with your time, presence, and inspiring words. My deepest thanks to visionary artist of this evening, Ms. Seema Kohli, whose reverent exploration of sacred energies and mythic universes infused this exhibition with timeless depth and visual poetry. Your trust in our curatorial endeavor, the magnitude of your practice continues to elevate our museum spirit. I also express profound appreciation to our director, Ms. Priyanka Mary Francis, for her unwavering leadership and steadfast support. Your vision has been integral to manifesting this exhibition. Heartfelt thanks to our own to dedicated NGMA team, the curators, technical staff, support personnel whose seamless efforts behind has counted significantly towards the smooth execution of this exhibition. We gratefully acknowledge the Ministry of Culture, Government of India for their continued patronage of arts, which enables us to share uplifting cultural experience with our community. Once again, our sincere thanks to our DG, whose guidance, faith, and our curatorial initiatives have made all the difference. Thank you once again. I request all of you to kindly follow towards the exhibition hall for the formal inauguration. Thank you. So I have an announcement. The gallery walk will be led by my dear friend and my college mate Satyajit Dave. He's an accomplished curator and art historian with over a decade experience.
You don't have to go through all of this, please.
No, he's there, sir. My friend is there, so he will be guiding us through it.
So just welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today, this evening. Thank you so much, Darshan, for putting on such a fantastic exhibition. I mean, we couldn't have done a better job ourselves, even if we would have tried. Because, yes, please. It's a very difficult show. Seema's work is one of the most layered works out there. It's a very layered practice. It's a very layered body of work. So in order to kind of do justice to that, in order to actually understand how these different aspects of material practices, material explorations, experiments, all of it comes together towards that one single vision, it's a challenge. And I say it from personal experience while I was writing an essay on her practice, it was a challenge. So either which way, so kudos to you to be able to pull this off.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Satyajit, for being here. And I'm sure it will be exciting journey to go through from your end. You please take us through the exhibition.
So I will, there are a couple of things that I would like to kind of put out there first. Rather than give a very specific information about, okay, this work means this or this work means that, I'm not the kind of writer or curator who's very comfortable doing that. But I'll tell you what I discovered while writing and while looking at a very large body of Seema Ji's practice. A lot has been spoken about her work, a lot about feminist visions, a lot about feminine divine, a lot about femininity, so many different things that have kind of, been said about the work. And we can actually kind of, start moving through this space. That'll be easier. And this particular gallery over here that Darshan has wonderfully put together actually summarizes a very, very large understanding, a very, very large aspect of her practice, which is actually understanding how myth making, actually understanding how mythology comes together from a creative practitioner's vision to actually push forward a lot of these other ideas that are constantly discussed about Seema Ji's practice. So whether one actually goes on and talks about the idea of the feminine divine, whether one actually goes on and talks about the idea of women across history, women across religion, women across time and space, whether it is actually about understanding a very, very contemporary approach towards talking about empowerment, talking about women as the femme fatale, talking about women as the forebearers of a lot of these historical ideas. This particular gallery covers it all. Okay? Seema Kohli's practice is actually a lot to do with how you can actually use ideas from mythology, how you can actually use the basic principle of myth making itself to expand on so many variations and varieties of subject matter. For instance, let's take this particular body of work over here. You see the woman as Shakti. You see an entire conversation of the lunar eclipse and the lunar cycle over here. You see an entire conversation of a lot of contemporary objects coming into picture. A woman herself, Shakti herself, holding time. All ideas that we're surrounded by. Myth actually allows us to understand exactly how to deal with contradictions in this particular world that we live in, right? So that is what fundamentally a lot of her work is about. And this is where, this entire curatorial approach that Darshan has taken makes so much sense in terms of, bringing materials together. Because again, the purpose of bringing weaving together, the purpose of bringing stitching together is to actually go back to the idea of the woman as a maker. And that idea of woman, so it's not the man as a maker. It's not the Purusha who's created the world, right? It's actually that is where Shakti comes into picture. So the number of layers through which Seema actually expands a lot of these ideas in her practice is what is really, really exciting. And that is where Darshan's curation makes so much sense in terms of the ways in which these different ideas come together. If you come and see this particular section over here, you realize, okay. So if you come and see this particular section over here, you realize how again the idea of the feminine, how again the idea of the woman is owned, reinterpreted, elaborated by Seema Ji through multiple forms, through multiple formats, be it performance, be it a lot of it has an underlying tone of activism, a lot of it has an underlying tone of really, really forceful feminist ideology. All of it again coming together through this underlying conversation of how do we actually make sense of the surroundings through the vision and the voice of the woman, which is the fundamental distinction in terms of, you know, the larger ideas that Seema ji talked about.
Matrices,